You know, the first word I heard when I came to this country, the first word that really resonated in my mind, it wasn't literally the first word I heard, but the first word that resonated in my mind was abundance. Abundance. Everybody wanted abundance. Will that give us abundance? I don't know. Give you a good life. But abundance, it was never enough. It had to be abundance. Now, that is something which I've only really heard in this country, to that extent, that it is such a big thing, so meaningful, so close to the desire principle. Oh, I must have abundance. Lots and lots and lots and lots of it. Am I excessive? Is this not true? It certainly has been my experience that America believe in abundance. And you're looking for abundance, the way that will create abundance. But you've got abundance of everything. Everything you could possibly want, and masses of things you don't want, like atomic bombs and armies, aircraft carriers, and a lot. The tools of war you have in abundance, more than you will ever need, hopefully. But never enough. China is coming out. China's rich. It's making everything that was ever made in America and Europe put together. Isn't it amazing how everything has made in China written on it today? It's a fact. Whatever you lift and look at, you look, oh, made in China. Grapefruit. Made in China. Oh, telescope. Huh. Made in China. Honey. It's all made in China. So we're all afraid of China. Everybody's afraid of China suddenly. I know the Americans are afraid of China because China is getting bigger and bigger and greedier and greedier and richer. Do you know you have trillions of a national debt? You know that, don't you? You didn't? You didn't know it was trillions. You thought it was a few millions, didn't you? It's trillions. Let me tell you, trillions and trillions. About 7 trillion national debt. 55% of that national debt is owned by Japan and China in bonds, dollar bonds. If they withdraw, if they cash in their bonds, what happens to America? It would fold like that. 55% of your national debt. That's itself trillions. Not so many trillions, only 55%, but still trillions. That would be, you would have to pay them to because they have a bond. You are bonded to pay back 5% interest, such and such, into your fund, the dollar fund, federal fund. And they just have to refuse any longer to hold it, to buy it. They buy it and you feel good because you've got that more money. You are the biggest debtor nations in the world. You own more debt than the whole of the developing world put together. It's extraordinary. That being so, what gives America the right to control the economy of the world? What gives America the right to do that? when you are the biggest debtor nation in the world. You owe billions and billions, trillions of dollars. Even I can't say it, it's trillions. And yet you feel that the rest of the world owes you a living. Why does the rest of the world owe you a living? Why? Why not India? Why not China? Why not Brazil? Why? Why should it be America? It's, I think, the number one confidence trick, bar none, in the world. The greatest confidence trick ever played on the world is being played on the world now by the financial industry, commerce, economy of America. You get the biggest gain out of the greatest debt. It's unbelievable. You have the greatest, highest standard of living in the world, or you had until just recently. You can't, I know many people, I know some personally, who have lost their houses, who don't know where they're going to live, and they can't find a house to rent. So they really don't know whether they're going to be living in their car. Or they get a tent and go and live somewhere on a mountain. This is for real for thousands of people. And it's happening today in the so-called richest country in the world. It's only rich because other people buy into it. Japan and China own billions of your debt. Billions. And all they have to do is take it out. And you collapse. Japan, I'm sure, is not going to do it. But I can't speak for China. Even the 35% that China owns would be a big hole in your pocket. 35% of 7 trillion. It's a tidy sum, and it would have a devastating effect on your economy. Devastating. You know, the price of oil, that would be nothing compared to that. So be nice to China, is my advice. Japan, well, Japan's sweet. It'll always be loyal to America. I've tried very hard with Japan. I've spoken to their governments and I've spoken to the people for 20 years or something, more, 20 odd years, and still they believe in this myth of American hegemony. It's finished.